Hi Zoidies, and welcome back to another video. I'm so excited because first off, I have not done a piercing video in a while, so I'm really happy to put another one up. Honestly, those videos are the more popular videos on my channel when I did it a few years ago, so I'm like, wow. But anyways, actually it was a great time to give an update because I do have an update on my tongue piercing. Not really like a crazy update, but I thought it would be great to do an update because many people say, you can't have them for a long time, they don't work, don't ever get them. But honestly, I had mine for 6 years and I'm loving it and haven't really had any issues. So I just wanted to share, encourage, and give an update on my piercing, and then also give some things that you need to know if you're interested in getting your tongue pierced or if you just got it pierced. So I'm going to do a quick little haul first. I have a haul from Spencer's. I bought some new tongue piercings because I haven't gotten any in like a few years. It's been time for some new piercings. So I'm so happy to get some. And honestly, I'll give some recommendations down below where you can get some piercings from. But Spencer's is okay. After seeing other stores and stuff, Spencer's is like, but it's still good to go to if you just need something quick or something. But I do like to shop at Spencer's. I shop at a store named Kolo. It's in Atlanta, Georgia, so check it out. It's called Kolo, Kolo. Cool store. They get all their stuff from around the world, and it's just a lot of nice, unique jewelry. Another place that I looked at was Laughing Buddha, which is in California. And then I have some online places like Urban Body Jewelry, Arcticbuffalo. I shop at those places. Others may not, but I haven't had any issues. And actually, this is where, let me turn this way so I can turn to the mic. This is where I got my stretch jewelry from that I have in my ear. This is like, what is it called? White quartz or something, I think. But either way, it's some kind of stone. It's really nice. But I haven't had any issues shopping at any of those stores. So if you ever want to check them out, you can. So I'm going to start with my little Spencer's haul. I want to start with these really cute stretched ear jewelry that I picked up. Honestly, I'm never going to wear it, but I thought it was cute and I thought it was going to work until I put it on and it didn't work. So these are hearts and they're silicone. They are really cute. Honestly, I would advise against wearing shaped jewelry. If you wear like square, triangle, that kind of stuff in your ear, something other than round, your ear is going to hurt. So I kind of advise against wearing jewelry like this. But I thought it was really cute and wanted to try it on because my ear size is larger than this size. So this is 1 inch. And what I have on is, I forgot the fraction. But this is 25 millimeters and I have on 28 millimeters, so it's probably 1 inch and 1/8, I think. I can't remember, but even though I was slightly bigger than these, it still didn't feel right in my ear. So I'm just saying that to be careful. The reason I bought these is because it actually had a round version too in the box, but the round ones are so damn flimsy and I can't even find them, so I'm just over it. That was a waste. So be careful buying stretch ear jewelry from Spencer's, because when I tell you, their jewelry is kind of flimsy, like the silicone at least. The stone jewelry is okay, but you could definitely get it at better places than Spencer's. Okay, so I just wanted to show that, but the tongue piercings is what I really wanted to show. So I'm going to start with this one first. So this one is Pierce Nation. I think that's Spencer's brand. All of them are, but just want to show this. Y'all, these are so cute. Oh my goodness. And actually, this go round, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to try something different, which is why I bought this one. So I don't know if you noticed, but some of them are shaped like little pill capsules, which I thought were really cute. And I actually have one in my mouth now. I'm gonna say, if you get the fun shaped ones like this one, it kind of hinders my speech just a little bit, like a teeny tiny bit. Like, I don't know if you notice when I'm talking, I have a slight, like, sound like a lisp, but I don't really naturally have a lisp. It's just, I guess the size of the pill in my mouth is so like big, it causes that a little bit. So if you want something fun, just keep that in mind. I think this is great to wear for certain occasions, you know, like a party or whatever, photo shoot or something. But wearing it every day, I don't think is practical. Another reason I say that too is because when I was eating, I would bite on it a lot. Like it would get caught in my tooth and it would hurt. So I advise that you just stick with the round ones, you know, the little round spears. But the capsules are fun too. If you ever want to switch it up, like it's really fun. And it actually got a lot of people's attention. It was like, what is that in your mouth? My tongue piercing. That's what that is. And everybody's like, wow, so cool. So it was like a cool talking factor, but yeah, just be careful if you get the fun ones. And actually, speaking of fun ones, another one that I got was this one. I thought this one was really cute. The little spiky looking balls. They're actually like a rubber on top of like a regular metal ball. So be careful with that too. It's not something you could just chew on. You will break your teeth, but I don't know. I just got it for fun. So I wanted to give these a try. But if anyone has tried, oh my God, the package is making so much noise. If anyone has tried any of these, let me know. Or any other kind of fun ones. Like they even have vibrating tongue piercings. So, wow. Haven't tried that one, but thought about it. And then I got this one. The reason I got this one, I really don't care about the colors. I actually got it because I needed some extra of the acrylic ones. So, I don't know. It's just a good pack. But it's really cute though. I actually like these. And actually, after I show my little haul, I will talk about metal versus acrylic in this video too, because that's something to pay attention to when you get piercings. Like, and all of these range from, yeah, $12.99 to $16.99. That's the price of most of them. And a lot of times Spencer's is doing like deals like, you know, buy 3, get 3 free, whatever, you know. And then I also have these two, Danny Duncan. I don't know. This one was really cool because, where is it at? Yeah, this one. It says, I love hot moms. I don't know if y'all can see that, but it says, I love hot moms. And then they also had one that said, I love hot dads. But I'm like, I don't know if I want that one. I'm married, so I don't want one that says, I love hot dads. But this one also has a heart in it, which I thought would be fun for Valentine's Day. So I mainly got it because of the heart. Oh, this one got a little gem on top. Actually, let me take this one out so you can see. I didn't want to put my hands all over them, but actually I want to show this one. This one got a little gem on it. Ooh, this one's really cute. I actually wonder, because I never wore one that had a rhinestone in it. So I kind of wonder, is it going to last or will the rhinestone fall out? I could show these two. Might as well have touched them, but I could turn them. This is so cute. Oh my gosh, how cute are these? Yeah, I thought these would be fun. Like the heart would be great for Valentine's Day. And I love hot moms. I don't know when I'm ever going to wear that. Whatever, I'm feeling silly, I guess. But I just thought it was cool. And then this heart, oh my gosh. I feel like I won't have issues with this heart. Because another thing I was kind of worried about, like, look how much it stands up. But if you look at the peel, it does the same thing. Like, I actually love having a tongue piercing, and I advise like everyone once in their life to just try it. Like, I think it's so fun. But that's my little haul. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I also got these. So actually, I don't know if you even noticed, but I also have a smiley. Let me get closer. You really can't see it because it's pink. It's actually, this is that kind, but move it. But I have a smiley too, and I thought these were so cute. Like the pink is really adorable. Actually, at one point, wanted to go for this whole pink aesthetic. Like I wanted pink piercings, pink hair charms, and I still feel that way sometimes, but I'll do it when I do it, I guess. I got a bunch of colors going on, but But I just wanted to get some more smiley piercings. Essentially, it's a septum piercing. But the thing with that is that you can't just get any septum piercing. You kind of have to make sure you get the ones that have the really small balls, or it will irritate, you know, your mouth. So, but that's my little haul. I didn't get too much, but I wanted to share. I got those from Spencer's. And hopefully soon I can do another like ear jewelry haul from other shops. But yes, please check out those other shops. I will link them in the description box. Okay, on to the meat and potatoes of this video. So I want to emphasize that I really do think once in your life you should get a tongue piercing. However, I do want to also emphasize that tongue piercings may not be for everyone. So that's one thing to know. Tongue piercings are not for everyone. It depends on the anatomy of your tongue. And I'm going to give a disclaimer. I highly recommend that you always visit a reputable piercer. I never recommend doing it at home yourself. If you can, kudos to you, but I still don't recommend it at all. So see your piercer if you have any like additional questions outside this video. Highly recommend. They know what they're doing. I'm not a piercer. I'm just going by experience and what I learned in research all these years. So that's it. But I do want to say it's not for everybody. So your tongue has to be a certain length and stuff like that. So they're really good at measuring that and telling you if you can get it or not. Sometimes the placement of the webbing of your tongue also plays a part. So that's something to also note as well. Like my tongue, I got a big tongue. I'm not going to lie. I got a lot of tongue at that. So somebody else might have a shorter tongue or the webbing maybe towards the front of their tongue, then you might not be able to get it. So just wanted to say that, like, that really plays a part. So you can't be mad if they say we can't give it to you. You can always get a second opinion, of course. But just know not everyone will be able to get this kind of piercing. I got my cute little book. I made this book just to make a book, because I also make stationery. So for anyone who happens to be new and see this channel, I do mostly stationery and craft videos, but occasionally I will put in some lifestyle, gaming, and I don't know, beauty, piercing, just whatever I feel like from time to time, but I mostly do stationery. So if you ever check out my other videos, you'll see mostly that. Okay, so let's get started with the process and the price. Now that you know you may or may not be able to get it, the process and the price. So back then, when I got mine done 6 years ago, I paid $40 for it. It's probably the same, I'm not sure, but I paid $40. I had to, of course, show my ID, sign, you know, the waiver and the paper, and then, of course, pay or whatever. And then I was sent to the back, and he measured my tongue. Well, he didn't like measure it, but he told me to stick my tongue out as far as I can, which is what I did. And then he had the clamps, and he like placed it on the tongue. You know how they got to take the clamp, they got to place it so they can know it appears, and then he pierced it. So it was a quick process, really fast. Pain wise, I'm gonna be honest, because it was so long ago, I don't remember the pain, but I don't remember it being the worst pain. There was pain involved, but it was not the worst pain. If I had to give a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably say a 5. But then when he finished, it became a 3. It was only a 5 while he was putting it through. So yes, they will take this long needle and put it through your tongue, and yeah. The best part about piercings, though, compared to tattoos, which is probably why I don't want a tattoo, a piercing is one and done. Once you get it, it's done. Now, I'm talking reputable piercers. Yes, there are bad piercing experiences, and I've even had one myself. But usually, if done properly, one prick, you're finished. So that's why I like piercings. And then if it doesn't work, you can always take it off, get rid of it. And usually I don't have a lot of scarring, but I mean, I can get scarring, but yeah, don't usually have a lot of scarring. So there's that. It was a very easy, quick process. You're in and out. And the price to me wasn't bad at all, considering, you know, they got to have all these tools and stuff. So I think it's worth it. So that's the process and the price. Simple. Usually when people get these things done, they have someone go with them. I did have someone go with me, but it wasn't like, oh, can you go with me? I'm scared. I was just at school one day because I was still in college at the time. I was just like, hey, I'm actually going to go get my tongue pierced. Did you want to go with me or whatever? And she said, sure. And there it is. It was just random. It was so random. Okay, so the next thing that, you should watch out for. So you know about the process, you know about the price. So now we're going to talk about like aftercare stuff and stuff to know. So swelling is normal. Just so you know, swelling is normal. Everybody swells. Some people might swell more than others, but swelling is normal. Now, if you feel, because it is your body, if you feel that, it's beyond what you think feels right for your body, go back to your piercer or go to the doctor if you have to. But usually, if done properly, there should be no issues. Swelling is normal. Bleeding, there was a little bit of bleeding when I got it done, but after, I switched around with the mouthwash and all that, it went down. So it's really not bad. It's going to feel weird, but it's not bad. And with the swelling, you will have a lisp. So with me, I actually had got it done the same day I had to present a project in front of the class. So yes, I sat up there with my swollen tongue and my lisp presenting my project. Did people understand what I had to say? Probably not, but I don't care. I really wanted it and I'm so happy I got it. I still have it today. So don't be afraid of the swelling. Also, another thing to note that goes along with the swelling. If you have a long bar, that's normal. Your bar is supposed to start off long. If you have a short bar and you're swelling, that is not normal. You should not start off with a short bar. They have to give you a longer bar to account for the swelling. So it's going to look weird and feel weird and be in the way at first, but it does not last long. Give it about a good few weeks and you're okay. Some people it's sooner, but I like to take extra precaution because this is my body parts, okay? So I like to take extra precaution. So I literally gave myself like probably a month and a half, almost 2 months. I was walking around with that long ass bar in my mouth, almost biting on it every time I ate. Many people was like, why is your bar so long? What is up with that? But I just wanted to make sure, like I was scared, but you really don't need a whole 2 months. You don't. You probably don't even need a month. When I tell you, oral piercings are one of my favorite types of piercings to get because the healing is easy. It's the easiest to take care of. And on top of that, it just looks cool. It just looks so cool. I have never had an issue with an oral piercing, but I have had issues with like my septum piercing, my nose piercings, my ear piercings, my belly piercings. I have had, oh my gosh, my belly piercings, Lord. One day I was just walking, it just fell out. Like it pushed itself out. It really rejected. But you don't deal with that a lot when it comes to oral piercings, which is why I like them so much. And I do advocate for them. However, I only advocate for the people who know how to take care of them. If you're going to be reckless, I don't recommend it at all. Like, don't even do it to yourself because that's how you get the messed up teeth and all that good stuff, which I'm going to get to later in the video. Like, I'm going to get to that part in a minute. I totally recommend make sure you get the long bar. When they pierce you, you should be pierced with the long bar. And then you can go back in a little bit of time and switch to a short bar. And you will know. Listen to your body. Like, you will know when you have to go back and switch because your tongue is no longer being swollen. It feels more normal. It just feels like the bar is in the way now. So when you get it pierced, the bar is not going to feel like it's in the way because you're swollen. But once it goes down, like the bar is going to feel like it's in the way and you're like, oh, I'm biting on it too much. I'm ready to change it. And you can get it changed with no problem. Usually to change jewelry, it's like $5 if you bring your own. And if you don't, it's probably around like $30 to $50, depending on what kind of tongue piercing you buy. Because nowadays, shops do sell jewelry for you to buy and take with you. And yeah, actually, I just went to Spencer's. Like, I got it pierced and then I went to Spencer's and bought a whole bunch of jewelry until it was time for me to change it. And then I just bought my own jewelry. So I recommend that. Just if you want to save some money at the piercing shop, bring your own jewelry. But please make sure it is a reputable jewelry. Don't be upset if they don't want you to bring your own jewelry and want to use theirs because they know that theirs is, good. So start with theirs, but bring your own in the future. Do whatever you have to do. But that's a good way to save money, already having your own jewelry, So swelling is normal and having a long bar is normal. And then you will switch to the short bar after, a few weeks or whatever. I also want to mention this. When you get it pierced, you have an open wound in your mouth. So you do have to watch what you eat. That includes spicy stuff. Now, of course, there's probably going to always be one person that's like, well, I had this the same day and I had no issues. Good for you. We can't speak for everybody. So I'm telling you now, I recommend if you get it done, don't eat spicy stuff for the first, like, I did like 2 weeks. I don't think you have to go that long. I would at least say like a week. Don't go eating spicy stuff. Like, it's gonna burn bad, really bad. So please be careful with that. I was mostly eating like light food for the first, I would say for the first week to 2 weeks. I was eating applesauce soup. I was eating like really light foods. And then I started easing in on burgers, chicken sandwiches. Now, you don't have to take as much caution as I did, but honestly, maybe that's why I have it for so long, being very cautious of it. So that's just what I did. But I want to say when you get it done the first week, to avoid spicy food, really hot food for sure. Cold foods will be your best friend. And ice. Ice will really be your best friend. Okay, so another thing to look out for when you get it pierced too is your tongue will turn white, like really white. Like, don't get alarmed. Like, it will be, these are my cranberry peels. It'll be this white, but don't get alarmed because that just means like all your cells is trying to do the work. It's a foreign object in your tongue. They're like, what is this? So they're trying to do the work, but eventually it'll get used to it, especially if you're taking good care of it. So it's okay. It's gonna go down. So the swelling, the white tongue, the weird talking, the pain, it is going to go down. But you have to do your part and take care of it, which brings me to my next thing to know is cleaning. So for cleaning it, you're supposed to clean your piercings pretty much every day for the rest of your life. I don't care what anyone says. If your piercings are perfectly healed and you had it for 30 years, still got to clean it. Like, your body is still going to do bodily things and it's going to be gross. So clean your piercings, especially in your mouth. Like, come on. Now, what I love about oral piercings is that apparently there's good bacteria in the mouth, because that's what my piercer told me. I was like, asking questions because I'm like, isn't it going to be hard to keep clean because it's in your mouth and your mouth is gross? But my piercer mentioned to me that your mouth has also good bacteria that helps, keep it clean daily as well, in addition to you cleaning it on your own as well. So when he told me that, I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then I did further research, Googling and stuff. Google isn't always the most reputable, but it helps. And it made me feel better about getting it. So the main thing with having any piercing, but mostly oral piercings, is to keep your mouth clean at all times. So when you first get it done, they will have you swish a solution in your mouth, and every piercer studio has different kinds of solutions. But regardless, there is an oral solution specifically for rinsing mouth piercings. Then there's mouthwash, which is just simply what I use. I'm not gonna lie, I just use mouthwash. They say don't use the mouthwash with the alcohol in it, but honestly, I did, but I watered it down. So if you're using something like Listerine or something, just water it down, and then over time, like maybe after a week, you can go back to using it regular. Just kind of gauge how your tongue is acting. If it's still burned, water it down a little bit. If not, you're good to go. But that's pretty much what I did. Like I said, you can get solutions that are specifically for your mouth, like their salt solution. You can get that too, but I was told Listerine was fine, and that's what I used. Now I use TheraBreath. I don't really use Listerine too much, but I use like TheraBreath because they make your breath smell really good and it really cleans your mouth. So I don't know, just try something. But the main thing is to keep your teeth brushed, your tongue clean, and mouthwash. Super easy to clean. One of the easiest piercings to clean because it's literally part of your everyday routine. Like, it's already a habit, so it's easy to clean. Okay. Another thing to know when you get your tongue pierced is that it will be pierced slanted. And I asked about that. I even looked it up. They said it's normal and it's supposed to be that way. So when you get it pierced, I'll show mine in a minute, but it should be like a slight diagonal, like slightly slanted. They said they can't go straight through because apparently there's like a vein in the middle of your tongue or whatever. I don't know, but it made sense when I heard it. And looking at mine, it makes sense. But mind you, even though it's slanted from the top, it won't look slanted. So if they did it right, it'll still look centered and fine, So I don't know. You could probably tell. I don't know because I move my tongue so much. But from the top, it really doesn't look bad. Like if you're worried about that kind of stuff, it doesn't look bad. Be worried when it's almost sideways, okay? That's when you should be worried. But other than that, like it's fine. It's normal. So keep that in mind too. Another thing you should know, because I keep having to look at my book, like I keep forgetting. So another thing you should know is that it can close fast. So yes, any new piercing can close fast, but your tongue can close really fast. You can have it for years and it can still close. So with me, I guess the longest for me would be a couple of days. And that's after having it for 6 years. After like 2 days, it starts to put a film over it because it's trying to close. So you have to put something back in there or your tongue will close. It will close up. The longest I left my tongue piercing out was probably for a few days, but I don't recommend it. It might close fast. Your tongue, actually your mouth, period. It's one of those things like it would close fast. Same for my smiley. If I leave it out too long, and I'll do a separate video of that. If you want a separate video, just let me know down below. But it can close fast, so pay attention to that. If you know that you have some kind of surgery coming up or something where you can't have metal, you might want to wait to get the piercing. And then I guess I can mention this. So some of the piercings that I showed were like plastic, acrylic, whatever you want to call it. So with that, because I know you're probably thinking, when can I switch to the fun jewelry? Me personally, I gave it a couple of months. That's just me. But talk to your piercer. You probably could do it sooner than that. Just be careful because with some of the plastic jewelry and metal too, it can irritate your tongue, just like any piercing. Watch the material that you're using. I waited until my tongue was good and healed before I switched to any kind of plastic. And just to show the difference, the plastic ones are usually clear like this. And the metal is, of course, metal. And usually the metal is going to be a 316L kind of steel metal. I also seen titanium. So there's different ones that you can use. But yeah, be careful if you're going to switch to the plastic and the acrylic ones. Wait until your tongue is for sure healed because it will irritate your tongue. The plastic is definitely not as smooth as the metal. And I've had a little bit of scratching come from the plastic. But you also got to be careful with the metal because I've had a little bit of irritation come from the metal too. Just pay attention to that. Also want to talk about playing with your piercing. Don't do it. Don't even do it. And actually, I'm really good with this because I prepped myself. I told myself, okay, when I get it pierced, don't play with it. Don't move it around in your mouth. Don't, your teeth, whatever, just don't play with it because it's going to get really irritated. Even down the line, like I'm 6 years in, I've had like some irritation because at one point, you know, I did get relaxed after having it for so long and I would do, you know, like I would flip it around or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? So doing that caused a slight slit in my tongue and I had to take it out for a few days to let that part close up a little bit, but the hole was still open. But the part that was getting split, it was closing up fast. So I'm like, okay, take it out a few days and it'll calm down, which it did. I don't know. I'm just saying all this to say, be careful playing with it because that's how you get oral issues, to be honest. So we can go ahead and talk about oral issues because that is a big component of getting oral piercings, is having teeth issues, gum issues, mouth issues, tongue issues, whatever you want to call it. You can get issues from getting oral piercings. However, I feel like a lot of those issues come with people playing with it, moving it around in their mouth a lot, and honestly eating recklessly. You might have to eat a little pretty, just a little bit. Like when I eat too fast, like I have my moments where I'm really hungry and if I scarf something down, I'm eating too fast, I bit my tongue piercing. And if it's metal, it will hurt. Yes, it does hurt. So a lot of the times you will catch me wearing a metal bar, but I will wear acrylic tongue beads, if that makes sense. So you can mix and match. So sometimes I'll wear a metal bar with acrylic tongue beads, or I'll wear the plastic bar with acrylic tongue beads. But regardless, I like the acrylic tongue beads because if you do bite it too hard, the most they'll do is crack. But with the metal, that metal don't crack. The metal will crack you, okay? So please be careful when you're eating. Be careful not to play with it in your mouth a lot, move it around. Like, please be careful. Like, I feel like that's why mine lasts so long. I don't really play with it. I just let it sit there. It's an extension on my tongue now. Like, that's what it is. I cannot wait to get this peel out of my mouth, y'all, because it's got me having a little slight lisp. Sound like Sylvester. Actually, I think I might have said everything I needed to say. So yeah, I talked about the process and the price. It's an easy process. The price I paid was $40, which typical. The swelling is normal. Try not to eat spicy food or really, really hot foods. You will start with a long bar, but you eventually can switch to a short bar. And then the white tongue, if you see that with the swelling, it's normal. It will go down. Just keep your tongue clean. Keep the piercing clean. Don't do too much playing with it at all. If you ever have to take it out, it can close fast. So just keep that in mind. It can close really fast. Slanted. If it gets pierced slanted, that's normal. Long as it's not sideways, it could be a little bit slanted. That is completely normal. And then you have to keep it clean forever. Like, don't play with me. I know y'all cleaning y'all mouths out here. I know we got good hygiene. I know we do. My Zoidies do, for a fact. And then you may not be able, why did I say that? May not be able. I didn't finish the sentence. Why did I finish this? I think I left it open because there's a lot of things you may not be able to do. You may not be able to talk properly for a bit. You may not be able to eat certain things. So it's just a lot of different things that you have to be careful with. Ooh, yes, gum. You may not be able to eat certain things. So sticky stuff, be careful with sticky stuff. So gum, for example, I can't blow bubbles. I use my tongue to blow bubbles, so I can't blow bubbles, but I can just chew it, you know. And be careful moving it around because, yes, it has gotten all over my piercing, and I had to throw it away. I was just trying to clean it up, and I just couldn't. So, yeah, it's a lot of little things that you'll have to tweak to accommodate it and welcome it. But it's not too bad. It's really not. Like, my life didn't change drastically, just a little bit. We're just having to be a little more careful when we do things, on how we move with things with our mouth. That's all. And then I did put this in, but it can mess up your mouth. But I feel like if you're taking the proper precautions, then you're good. Like, my dentist hasn't had an issue, you know what I'm saying? He said it's cool. But I know there are some that recommend against it. I just think you just have to be careful with it. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little haul. I'll make sure to put the stores that I mentioned that you can get just any kind of body jewelry, not just tongue piercings. And then make sure, if you are going to get it done, to go to a reputable piercer. Ask all the questions you need. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And if you've already just gotten it done, all you need to do is just give it TLC and take good care of it. You will be perfectly fine. When I tell you, I love my tongue piercing. I love all my oral piercings. I'm actually thinking about getting the one that's like under your tongue, but I forgot what it's called. But anyway, I digress. So thanks for watching, Zoidies. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested, I did just start a membership. So I will be putting out videos for my members. So make sure you join. It starts as little as 99 cents. And bye, Zoidies.